Alright, what's going on everyone? Today, we're going to play the modern burn deck that we took a look at in the last video. This is a slightly budgetized version. Most notably, we do not have the Sun-Baked Canyons. We also just have a lot of really bad dual lands. But you know, for the most part, we get the burn deck. I reduced the number of lightning helix just because I don't have as many white sources. And because I am not, because I don't have Sun-Baked Canyons, because they're very expensive, I'm making up for that with just some more filtering. I have a single Cathartic Reunion. I have Bedlam Reveler, which when it enters the battlefield, it will make us discard our hand and then draw 3. So these two cards are hopefully going to make up for that Sun-Baked Canyon by giving us some filtering, letting us draw some cards, stuff like that. But beyond that, the deck's pretty much the same. We don't have Eidolon either, by the way. No Eidolon of the Great Revel. It's not perfect, but we will get an idea of how the deck plays, and you know, if you're interested in this type of deck, you will see the play patterns, which is, you know, basically just cast burn spells. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be casting burn spells. I don't know how many games we're going to play because this deck does go very fast. This is fine. I mean, it's fine. This is reasonable. I wish I was going first. Swamp Pass. All right. So we will... I'd love another land, and that is another land. Great. So we will play a land, play Monastery Swift Spear, see if they have a Fatal Push. They do not have a Fatal Push. Go to 19. So next turn, it's exactly like what I said in my video. If you watch the deck guide video, we're going to bring them down to 10 next turn. We're going to deal 6 with these and then 3 with this. So we're going to deal 9 to them. And we don't have to deal damage to ourselves. Well, how nice. We will Lava Spike, Prowess Trigger. I'm actually going to Skewer, because that's a little bit clunky sometimes. They will go to 13. Attack for 3. Opponent goes to 10 on turn 2. You know, we have almost lethal here. But they're going to make us discard, so that's a... This is a discard deck, yep. So what do they take? Probably Lava Spike, because these are just clunkier. Yeah, they took Lava Spike. Makes sense. They get to draw a card. They pass, so they don't draw any more discard. That is nice. I'd like to play that and not take the damage, but they don't know I have that, so I think I just do this. I'm going to suspend this Rift Bolt. I guess I play a sorcery speed this, right? Because I don't want to discard it, and I might as well get the extra damage here, so we will do that. I don't think they're going to be gaining life. I mean, they could with black, but I'm not so sure. So we'll attack for 2, they will go to 5, and they're dead next turn. We have lethal, because we have this, where is it? Whatever it is. The Rift Bolt coming off suspend. So that'll bring them down to 2, and this will be 2 power. So they need to get a zombie from this, but they can't, and we win. So yeah, games are going to be fast, and we had a Goblin Guide. So even if they killed this, we had 5 damage. Look those. Fancy. Fast play. Let's do it. Let's go fast. We're all about going fast. What a perfect person to play against. They want us to play fast. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. 1 lander. And, oh no, 2 lander. I guess this is fine. We're not drawing our, you know, creatures that are so good. I guess we have less of them. We don't have Eidolon. So that could be the problem, I suppose. I suppose that's our problem. We will suspend this. We will pass the turn. Opponent's playing a Temple and Modern, so that's fun. And yeah, they're playing budget stuff. That's cool. No problem with that. Alright, so we will get this Rift Bolt off suspend. Deal 3 to them. Draw another one. We will suspend that. We will play this. We will... I guess we can bolt them their turn. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So 3 will bring them down to 14. This is going to bring them down to 11. And we have lethal in terms of just burn in our hand. That's a problem. Them gaining life is never good. So I'm actually going to burn that. I just don't want them gaining life. No to gaining life, not allowed. It's forbidden. I can't deal with that. Can't deal with life gaining happening. Don't like it. Make it stop. That is an issue with burn, right? You do have to use your burn spells to stop life gain from happening. I think we hold up Skullcrack just in case they try to gain more life. We'll hold Skullcrack. Let them do whatever they're gonna do this turn. We'll Skullcrack end of turn. At the beginning of your up end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. Sure thing. So we let that go on the stack. Then we burn them, and that stops the life gain from happening. So that's good for me. Monastery Swift Spear. God, I want it, but the life gain. The life gain's a problem. I can't attack with it anyway. You know what? No, it's not a big deal. It's useless. It's useless. We wait. We burn them with this life gain trigger on the stack. How do we get matched up against an actual life gain deck? Okay, Skullcrack. Down to 10. No life gain. This is good. So we play this. We hold up Boros Charm. I guess we do Boros Charm on their turn. They're gonna gain life though. Whenever you gain life, how would I get matched up against the life gain deck? God dang it. So they're gonna gain 4 per turn now because of this. Yeah, well, we'll deal 4 to them because we can. So they go to 6, they're gonna gain 4, go back to 10. So I don't think this is winnable because of the life gain. Unfortunately, I don't know what we can draw to make this actually work. That's not it. Is it? No, not quite. We can, not pay for that. We do 4 damage here. White, red. That brings them down to 6. So if I hadn't bolted that life gain thing, we still wouldn't win, but we would have had a bolt there, but they'd have more life. They'd have 1 more life actually. So no win. Bummer. We just so happen to get matched up against a janky life gain deck. You will lose against decks that gain a lot of life. Fortunately, if you're playing competitively, there aren't a lot of life gain based decks in the like modern metagame. Just because life gain doesn't typically win games, right? That's the stereotype. But it will win games against burn, and we got matched up against a janky life gain deck, and that's going to be our kryptonite, unfortunately. If we had drawn a Searing Blaze for that 1/1 at the beginning of the game, we would have won still, despite the fact that that was such a bad matchup. Ooh, well, guys, you know, like I never want to draw more than 3 lands, and we kind of drew 6 in our opening 7, so that's a no. And now we draw. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep this. This is actually pretty good. What do we put on bottom? Rift Bolt is the clunkiest. Searing Blaze might not be good at all. So I guess it's Searing Blaze. Searing Blaze is so good, it's just not guaranteed to be useful. Now if we see red, which would indicate small... Great, yes, that's what I want to see. Because red would indicate small aggressive creatures, and that would have been great. Searing Blaze would have been amazing. But that's like the exact color that I want to see. So we will play this, go to combat, attack for 1. Next turn we can play Rugged Prairie, play Swift Spear and Lava Spike. It'll deal 3 to them, and then we attack for 4. So they'll go to 12, assuming they don't kill anything. Crack a Polluted Delta. Go ahead and shock yourself. I would be a fan of that. Please do. Please shock. You definitely want to shock. Shocking's a good thing. That's a Hollowed Fountain. Shock. Go to 16. They're thinking about it. They're having to think a lot. Is it worth it? Is it worth shocking? Oh, they shock. They shock. Go to 16 against burn. Scary. Very scary for them, not for us. We will do Rugged Prairie. We will add double red. We will play Monastery Swift Spear. Will this get countered? It is possible. Uh-oh. Counterspell? Yes. Okay. So do we just suspend a Rift Bolt this turn? there's no guarantee that the Swift Spear is going to be alive next turn. So I guess we take advantage of it while we have it. So we will Lava Spike. They go to 13. We go to combat, attack for 2. They go to 11. So the problem is with these Rift Bolts, we can't really, we can't take advantage of the prowess as much unless we just play them, we pay their full mana cost, which I could. If we draw a burn spell, like the best draw right now would be like a Boros Charm, because then I could Boros Charm, deal 4 to them, and then just suspend this for next turn. So that would be ideal. The worst possible thing that could happen right now is they kill my Swift Spear, I guess, maybe. That wouldn't be good. And this could be a path. Path Exile. It's possible. Or that, what's the new prismatic thing? The prismatic whatchama thing? Prismatic ending? Well, I called it. That's fine. So we probably just suspend both of these. Right? That's going to be the plan, depending on what we draw, of course. We draw a lightning bolt, so add double red, maybe. There we go. We will suspend. We will suspend. I will shock this in, because my life total doesn't matter. They're not aggressively attacking my life total. What's going to determine whether we win this or not is just if we can kill them before they stabilize. And once they stabilize, whether I have 18 or 20 life won't matter. They fetch. They go to 10. I do love when decks damage themselves when we're playing Burn. That's what a major benefit of Burn and Modern is. So many people are fetching and shocking, right? They're taking so much damage from their own mana base that it makes this deck much more viable. They're going to shock? Probably not. Probably, yeah, tapped. Reasonable, because it's ending my turn, right? So it's going to untap immediately. No reason to shock there. So we can bolt them to 7. We have 6 damage coming off suspend. So they're going to be at 1. So if we top deck any burn spell, we win. If we top deck Monastery Swift Spear, we could win, depending on whether they have blockers or removal spells. They probably have counter spells, so I expect some stuff to get countered. What would be ideal is we bolt them end of turn, they counter it, they tap out to counter it, and then we top deck Boros Charm. That would be lethal, so that'd be good. I would be perfectly happy with that. They are going to pass, I assume. Hold up their mana because they probably see that they're facing lethal. We will bolt them end of turn. So they probably want to counter this. They don't counter. They go to 7. Okay, well, a burn spell off top wins depending on if they have counter spells. They still might. So we will Rift Bolt them. They go to 4. We will Rift Bolt them. They go to 1. Any burn spell. That's not a burn spell. So like I was saying, this is where things get bad for burn. Drawing too many lands. You basically never want more than 3. 4 lands is just never good. We're going to hold it because it's going to make them think we have a lightning bolt. If I have a bolt here, it's scary casting it into untapped lands. So they're going to think we have some kind of burn spell. Ooh, Rift Bolt. Yeah, we can suspend that. They can't counter the suspend. So that's going to come off of suspend next turn. So this is very scary for them, right? Because they know we have a Rift Bolt coming off and we have an unknown card. So they might be thinking, from their perspective, this is 3 damage. This is a lightning bolt, which is not. It's a mountain. And they need to counter both. So scary position for them. Little do they know that this is just a land. It's a land. And oh, and they concede. Well, okay, cool. What were we drawing? We were drawing Skullcrack too, so we did have 2. So that was fine. Yeah, this was going to come off suspend. We were going to hit them. They might have a counter, but they probably don't have mana to counter 2 things, so this was probably going to resolve. So nice. There we go. We'll do one more. Alright, this will likely be our last game. I just played 2 games technically. One game, someone was playing with a 1,000 card deck, like 980, and they quit on turn 2 without doing anything. And then the other game, we mulliganed down to 2 and just conceded because I couldn't draw a land. This is fine. Yep, this is fine. So we'll cast this. Goblin Guide, turn 1. Opponent hasn't taken a turn, and they are going to take 2. And they will reveal cards. They reveal a land, so they get a free land. Good for them, I guess. Good for them. I'm salty after mulliganing down to 2. So dumb, but it's fine. Hallowed Fountain. Ooh, and they shock. That's always nice to see. So they go to 16. They oust. Oh, they gain. Oh no, I gain 3 life. Well, that's fine. I'm fine with gaining 3 life. So we will play this mountain. And I believe we just pass and play Boros Charm end of turn or Lightning Helix. Whatever we feel like. I guess maybe there's an argument to be made to play stuff when they're tapped out. I guess, maybe. Maybe I should have. I want to play Lightning Helix just because it's fun and it looks cool. Look how cool this card looks. See if they have a counter spell. They do not. Okay, our turn. Another Goblin Guide is pretty good. So we will play Goblin Guide. We will go to combat. Attack for 2. They reveal a Snapcaster Mage. Alright, so they're Azorius control. But they haven't countered anything yet. Scry 1, draw a card. That's cool, I guess. Flooded Strand takes them down to 12. Hallowed Fountain tapped, I assume. Yes, makes sense. Okay. So they take 2, go to 10. Again, should we cast... Well, I passed. Should we cast things when they are tapped out? The answer is probably. I probably should. We'll just cast this Boros Charm end of turn. Painfully, because of our budget lands. They go to 6. Okay, well, we will attack for 2. They go to 4. They go to 5. Well, now they're just dead. Do they have a removal spell? They tap out, but then... sure. Well, okay. Bolt. And, yep, that was cool. Alright, well, that's a quick win. Guys, there you go. You get the idea, right? It's fast. We play burn spells. You know, that's burn. It goes fast. It burns face. And, you know, you typically win by, like, turn 3 or 4. Or you lose by turn 3 or 4. That's basically how it works. And, yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next one.